you take another picture? Come on, so you do Chris and you come back. Okay. Alright, that's done. Let's go gossip.
Go gossip.
Grandpa wants to now start doing things on his phone.
By the way, I want you to become, I think you should become Grandpa's technical advisor. That's what I think.
Who, me?
No, Megan, she's killing it as a social media director. Why didn't she also be a technical advisor?
She thinks she might have a sensitive hand.
You should sit on this bench. It is not good. So what I want is, hey guys logging in, let me know if you can hear me. Can we get some black pillowcases for these pillows?
Black pillowcase?
Yeah, because I'm going to need them on here.
You can order a black
Oh, I can. Hey, Danny. Hey, Renee. Can you guys hear me? That should be your first words out of your mouth, Danny. Sounds good. That's what I want. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see. Let's see. What time is it? 4:29. Oh, well, it's logged in late today. So let's see. Let's see. So Danny and Renee are here. Mike logging in. I can hear you loud and clear. Yay. That's exciting. Is this? No, that's just where it's supposed to be. Look, everything's perfect. We got a system. It's actually working. Key is start your computer from being turned off and then bring it up and just follow the exact same system every time. Don't think that you can just trust that it will restart regular technology, right? Thank God we have it. Can you imagine going through all this with just the newspaper? Or if it's 1347 and you're going through the Black Plague and you got nothing except the priest in the town to tell you what's going on. Imagine that. We are doing fine. Let's see. Hey, Gil, welcome in. Glad to see you. Lanny logging in early today. Alan's in early. What the heck is going on? People are losing their minds. Hey, Lindy. Glorious afternoon to you, too. I'm looking good. Well, you have learned to keep your standards low, Lindy. So thank you. Love that. Ann Lang logging in from almost Aurora. Michael. Oh, it's just Burke today. No Michael. Okay, she's logging in from out west. Jim's in again. Jim has been burning the midnight oil on his stringed instruments. If you go talk to him, he'll tell you his fingertips hurt. Jerry, what are you up to today? I think I just got an email from you or a text or something. I'll have to look and see what you're letting me know about. And who else? Oh, Arlo's in. Good to see you, Arlo. Glad you're here. Pauline checking in from the Bay Area. So jealous. When I was a little kid, my dad, he was a bit of a whack job, and he was like, we're gonna go to San Francisco. It's the greatest city in the whole world, and he just adored San Francisco. And so, of course, because I was a little boy, I adore San Francisco. And then I've been back there enough times now to know that San Francisco is a pretty great place. So, and all the whole Bay Area, honestly, clear up into the redwoods and then down south a little way. It's just a wonderful place to be. So, good for you. Good choice of living environments. Marie back in today. Good to see you. Red. I'm every single minute of every single day when I'm pressing post on things, I'm thinking, I do not know how to speak Spanish. I hope I'm getting this close. So I am working at trying to get it right. So we'll see how much donde está I can get to. Patty logging in. Patty and Tom. Yay, Tom. Still putting up with us, huh? Good for you, Tom. Chris, welcome into a nice Monday. It's Monday, I think, right? Feels like a Monday. Every day feels like either Monday or Sunday to me. I don't know. Banjo, Linda in also from California. All the Californians that are figuring out that this is the place to be, right? Let's see who else is logging in here. Brandon back in, also from San Francisco. Good to see you, Brandon. I think a couple of days ago was your first day, so I'm delighted you're back. Hopefully I'm gonna help you, teach you something. I don't know what I'm gonna teach today. Let's find out. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Kathy, How are you today? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Christine from Bozeman. The Bozemans are killing it, you guys. The rest of you around America, we're gonna have to keep up with Bozeman, Montana, in this ukulele business. So let's get your game face on. Who else is lying? Where is? Donde está? Oh, where's Remember Me? You know, typically I don't, if somebody in the orchestra does an arrangement, I put it on my don't arrange list for a while because I don't want them to think that I'm stealing their work. And so I probably won't do Remember Me for a while, but I don't know if you guys put up enough of an uproar, I might. It's a beautiful song, isn't it? Let's see, who else? Bruce in from Arizona. Bruce, did you miss a day or two? I don't remember seeing you yesterday. Mel, we have to talk. You are apparently left the door open, and the murder wasps are getting in your neighborhood. That's the word on the streets, Mel. What in the heck are you doing up there in British Columbia, letting the murder wasp in? And that's disgusting. Been on the move in Nebraska now. Oh, Bruce is in Nebraska. Bruce, here's the thing. If you're in Arizona and they say you want to go to Nebraska, the answer is no thanks. Yeah, that's I used to own a rental house in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I will tell you that it is definitely a town that I am glad to be used to from. That was a rough little place. Let's see. Brandon, yesterday was your first day. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so I didn't chase you off too fast. So you're gonna try one more time before you decide that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Hey, Fran, logging in, another Californian. Good for you. Hey, Julianne. I always want to end an A on there. Hey, Annie, welcome in. Jake from Glenview, Illinois. Nice, very good, very good. See, Mel, Jack is not letting in any murder wasps in Illinois. So glad you're here, Jack. Karen from first time, Karen. How exciting. Karen, the first part of today's lesson will make perfect sense. The rest of it might be a little bit like, what the heck is he talking about? And just go back a couple of, go back on the archive page, go down until you see Frere Jacques, and then look at some of those videos on the way up, and that'll help you get you caught up on reading tablature. Or not, maybe this will make perfect sense for you. Who knows? Glad you're here, Karen. Susan Wynn from Lakewood. That's Lakewood, Colorado. You can see her from here. I grew up out in Lakewood. Let's see who else is logging in. Chris Critter, where you been, man? May the 4th. Oh, that's right. May the 4th. Bruce, well said. Yes. It's not that I don't like Nebraska. I like the idea of Nebraska. I just didn't like the reality of Nebraska. And Jacqueline is in from Love Remember Me. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful tune, right? And the two songs from Coco are both just delicious, and I think there's plenty of ukulele related material out there if you want to mess around with it. But if you guys really want to have probably we'll do it with the movie themes. When we do movie themes, I'll probably toss those in with that. So and Karen, hey Gary, I'm in the orchestra. Oh, Karen, God. So those of you guys who haven't dealt with me on a face-to-face basis should know that my memory is this long. And so your name, I will remember Karen. I don't remember Kellen. And that means that I don't necessarily recognize that she is in my own orchestra. So that's disgusting. I apologize, Karen. Karen, honestly, I apologize. Glad you're here. You'll be fine. You know what you're doing. All right. So, well, what are you going to do? That's where I'm supposed to cut it off. I haven't been going in and cutting them off. So whoever is not in the live broadcast is having to sit through all this nonsense. And so, that's all right. You know how to fast forward on that thing. Today, we're going to do two things. One, we're going to run through some strumming activities and talk about how to not strum strummers. And then we're going to switch over to the Las Mañanitas, which hopefully you had a chance to look at. It's absolutely a beautiful tune. And then the other thing that I think we want to be aware of is that I've got all of the songs posted on Jolly Roger through Thursday, and I'm going to work on the one for Friday tonight, and so then we should be set for the whole week, and you should be able to, have the sheet music well in advance, give you a chance to look through it, find out, what's coming up for the week, try to get it as good as you can. Then when you come here, you'll have a great opportunity for me to answer any questions that are coming up in it, and then also for you to have a little bit of opportunity to play it prior to the actual class. So go ahead and take time to go download those other 3 songs that are already posted there, and then I will get the last one posted today. I was debating on 2, and the one that I'm going to post on Friday has the most excitement and the most motion in the melody, and so that's the one we're going to work on. So let's see. Did you send today's music? Yeah, Susan, it's on the website, so I didn't send it via email. What I'm going to try not necessarily to send you an email every day. I know for some people that's helpful, and other people that's super annoying. And so just prior to coming here each day, it's probably a good idea just to double check on Jolly Roger that you have the day's music. So that's where it is. Hey, Kat, welcome in. And then the other thing is I have made my decision about these lessons here. So we're going to keep doing these. Okay, they're opening up Colorado. It's a horrible idea, but that's what they're going to do. And that means that we're all going to be busy getting sick here, and I'm going to try not to. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to continue doing online lessons and Zoom lessons. So if that's something that's interesting to you, toss me an email. Hey, Linda. And what I want to do is continue this exact thing we've been doing all through the whole pandemic, whatever they're calling it. But we're going to do it. Here's the problem. Okay. I'm going to do it at 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Mountain Time, whatever that time is for you. 1 p.m. Mountain Time, which obviously California, that'll be noon. And then East Coast will be 2 o'clock. The reason I'm going to do it at 1 o'clock is we're getting the internet juiced up over at where my studio is. So I don't think I'm going to have the same technical challenges over there that I had before. And the biggest challenge I have with this time slot is when I send an email out locally to our board here and to the orchestra, pretty much all of them said that's just not the best time for us. And so we're going to be moving the time slot to 1 p.m. This will start next week. And we're going to just do Monday through Friday. Okay, so that way. What's happening right now is I'm falling behind with writing music, and we're doing a lot of music and I'm most of it I've written at some point, a little bit of it, or it's just, but I would like you guys to have the really fine, complete versions of everything. So I'm spending a lot of time cleaning stuff up, and it's just taking longer than I wish it would. So starting next week, hopefully most of you can make that time slot. It'll be 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and then we're going to do this exact same thing next week. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with Irish music. I've got 5 pieces of Irish music that's like unbelievably beautiful, and so I think that's what I'm going to do next week. And I know lots of you guys have said Beatles and on 80s music, and I got a whole long list. You guys have been, and don't be shy about sending me a note and saying, hey, I'd love to do this sometime, I'd love to do that. And lots of this stuff I've arranged over the years, lots of it I haven't, and lots of it I'm excited to arrange. And so again, just be communicative with me about what you want to make these sessions worthwhile. Also, some of you are going to be going back to work and all of this stuff, and 1 o'clock isn't going to work out. Well, if you're going back to work, the 4:30 slot doesn't work either. So if you will just be looking at your calendar, plugging it in for next week for the earlier time. And then if it doesn't work out, of course, these things are staying up on YouTube. They're not taking them down. It seems like the deal of the century. But so that's what I'm going to do is keep these things going. The other thing that I want to do, and I haven't told anybody locally, so don't let the orchestra know. You guys are getting word first. I'm going to do a little, every year I do Summer Institute, and we always do it on Monday nights. And it's when we dig into the technical side of ukulele. So when we talk talk about bar chords, and we talk about arpeggio patterns, and we talk about finger exercises, and we talk about these real high level, music theory, and what, how to use a circle of fifths, and all this kind of high level musical stuff. I'm going to be doing that online this year. I sent an email out to them and asked them how they felt about meeting this summer, and the vast majority is like, I'm not coming. So we'll do it online. I'll give you more details about that in an email probably, but so that'll be Monday nights. And then I'm thinking, since we're only going to do 5 days a week, that we might have our weekly concert on an evening, probably Thursday evening, probably. We'll do an evening concert of the songs we've been working on. Maybe the songs from the week, and maybe songs from, several weeks back, so that we can just get together and play. And I, of course, want all of you guys involved with that. So got a lot of things in the fryer right now, and I'm going to make sure that it all works out with my schedule to make sure that I can get that stuff to you. And we're just going to keep getting better, and we're going to turn playing ukulele in the 17th century manner into a thing. Okay, so stick with me for another few days, and I'll have all of the details worked out, and I'll toss you an email. If you haven't put your email address into jollyrogerukulele.com, make sure you do that. That's my primary mode of communication. And like I say, when you get those emails that are generated by the email system, just make sure once in a while to click on some links, because otherwise I won't know you're a real person. And I will end up having to, I end up deleting people that don't appear to be real, and you end up getting caught in that. So just so that's sort of the big picture. And we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep this thing going. And if you end up going back to work, good for you. Lots of people are out of work right now, and that's kind of scary. So in the event that you're not working, heck, you got a ukulele, and it's gonna be something worth working on while you're there. So all right, let's see who else logged in here. Mary G is here. Critter, Irish, yay. That's a great time slot. Okay, good time slot for Red. So thank you for the courses and adapting to what's best. Yeah, like I said, every time we make a switch in these types of things, some people can't make the switch because of the time slot for one reason or another. So hopefully most of you can make it. If you can't, and please know that I still love you. Kat, it's a good time for me. Take lunch at 2. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I can be your lunch hour. How about that? That's exciting. Let's see, Linda's Irish. I think I might be Scottish. I decided we traveled in Ireland and Scotland a couple years ago, and I fell in love with Scotland. So I think maybe I might be Scottish. Hey, Linda. Hi, Laurel. Deborah, also Summer Institute online. Sounds okay. So Linda's okay with the schedule. I should have been. That's okay. Julie McLean is here. Excellent. Good to see you. Yeah, even if you can't make the switch, these videos stay on YouTube. It's interesting. I mean, once we're done with this, I click end stream, and they just magically stay on YouTube, and I don't have to do anything. I should go in and delete all this chit chat stuff at the beginning, but I haven't been doing that. All right, Violet's finally here. Now we can start. Let's see. Gail, Barbara, and hey Barbara, and Vicky checking in from Bozeman. No problem with the time. All right, so that's where we're going. I think, I hope, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's grab the strummers today. I want to talk to you very briefly about how you go to a strum along and make the most out of it. So the 4 chords that we're going to be facing, well, it's really 6 chords, but the first chord that is important for you on this page is the C chord. Ring finger here. Make sure your thumb is not sticking up. That's my biggest. I only have one rule, right? It's this. Don't do this. Your thumb sticks back here. It hangs out behind your middle finger. I don't even know you own a thumb. That's what we're after on that. C chord. Okay, beautiful. That's our home planet. This is the key of C. Okay, the key of C is very best friend. They're such good friends. They live in the same piece of pie on the circle of fifths. It's really the key of C's wife or husband is right here. A minor. It's your middle finger. Top string, 2nd fret. Okay. Well, I used to make a joke that this was the wife because she's happy, and this is the husband because he's sad. Then it turns out somebody decided that was sexist. So there's yours, A minor. Okay, don't move. Don't take your middle finger off. Just put your index finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. That's your F chord. Okay. And then if you're new to ukulele, this is the chord that's a bummer. And if you've been around a while, certainly if you've been hanging out on these broadcasts over the last few weeks, this is no longer a problem. Index finger here, middle finger here, ring finger there. That's a G chord. Okay, so those are the four important chords in the key of C. Now, why this is important is that chords have families. They hang out together. You won't find any super weird chords just showing up to hang out with them because they don't get along, right? And so those four chords get along really well. I want to run through them about 4 times or 20 times, however many I decide. Let's do 4 beats of each one. And then what you're trying to do as you're listening is, hey, what song are we playing? Because we're playing a song, okay? Let's go from C to A minor to F and then to G. Let's do 4 beats of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, and A minor, and F, and G. One more time around, what song are we playing? Sounds pretty familiar. What song is this? Big ending on C. Okay, so I always ask that when we're playing around. Hey, what song are we playing? And usually, I can see in my classes, I can see people's heads going, and I get lots of guesses as to what song it is. And Heart and Soul is pretty much the number one guess. What you're really doing is just a very standard chord progression, and it's very characteristic of the chord progression that was used very heavily in the 50s, early 50s, when electric guitars were finally affordable and all these young boys were buying electric guitars, and they did not know how to play them, but they knew how to make 4 chords and sing. And so they came up, they didn't come up with it, but they overused that particular chord pattern, that the progression through that. So if you play it fast, it sounds exactly like 1950. That's every song from the 50s. That's exactly what you got going there. The big reason I teach that is I want everybody to get comfortable with getting their C chord on, getting their A minor chord, getting their F chord on. Everything's great, and then the wheels come off because we got to switch over and get that G chord on. Okay. Again, G chord is not going to be your problem long term. In the beginning, G chord sucks, and after a while, it's not a problem anymore because then I introduce you to B flat, and then G is not a problem anymore. Okay. So just know when you're a newer player, that G is going to be a bummer for you. Give it a few weeks and it won't be a problem anymore. Now, when you go to a strum along, when you go hang out with other ukulele players, that's what they're going to teach you. That, and that. Okay, they'll teach you a handful of other chords, and then that's really where the education ends. And so you will get super comfortable with playing those chords, strumming them, having a good time. What I want you to do, and I think about way back in 20 years ago when Jim Venice sat me down at my very first ukulele meeting and tuned my ukulele up and gave me a couple of chords and set me on my way. Be that person for somebody else, right? When you go to a strum along, you see this person walk in, they're trying to look like they know what they're doing, but they clearly don't know what they're doing. Sit next to them, teach them some chords, teach them how to teach them where to put their thumb so they don't do something stupid. Make sure they're comfortable with the chords they can. Tell them it's okay that G chord's hard to do. Be that person for them. The other thing I think that's important for you as an instrumentalist, okay, when you do this type of sheet music, you end up getting, it's super hard in the beginning, and then about 6 months down the road it's super boring and it never really gets exciting again, in my opinion, because I'm not a singer. Think about other ways to attack this. So I want you to pick a different strum pattern. Okay, so you could pick, we've been doing thumb, 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 okay, or you could pick pluck, 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 or you could pick the bottom 3 strings, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay. You could pick this finger. Make sure you go down with the face of your fingernail going down toward the ground. Don't have your fingernail facing up to here. Your finger gets stuck when you do that. So fingernail down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, that's a different way. And if you want to sound cool, okay, take all 4 fingers, stop it, and come back up with this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, all I'm doing is going down. I'm not even trying to make a chord. I'm just trying to make it flop, flop. And then when I come back up, I'm just dragging this finger up over those. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so all of those are choices, and there's no right answer to what's the best strumming idea. Just pick one. We're going to go through the whole program, C, A minor, F, and G. We'll do that a couple of times. The first time through, pick one kind of strum pattern. The second time through, switch and do something else. Doesn't matter, right? Just whatever it is. Okay, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4, and G. 2 different pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. One more pattern. Pick a different pattern. Big C to end it. Okay, just with 4 chords and no song at all, you got a lot of music that comes out of this thing, and it's really pretty fun to when you go to these strum-alongs to create yourself some work, right? If you're singing, Whiskey in the Jar for the 27th time, give yourself some right-hand smarts, right? And do something different, experiment, and be ready to make mistakes. There are no mistakes in music. Everything is one-dimensional in time. That's all we exist. So if you make a mistake, it wasn't a mistake. It's just how you played it, right? And so let yourself be wildly experimental with your right hand. This is something nobody ever talks about in the ukulele world. That's not true. Not nobody. Not enough people are talking about your right hand because we're so busy on getting you comfortable with your left hand, right? And I want you to feel comfortable. Certainly, here's what I want. When you become a next level player, it's going to be about your right hand, not about your left hand. Yeah, we spend a lot of time with weird chords because you're dealing with my arrangements and you're dealing with how music really works in life. But this is what's going to separate you from the former you, right? When you came in, you're like, oh. And you do that for a couple months, and then you're like, wait, every single song I'm playing sounds exactly the same. So that's when you want to start digging into your right hand. All right, so those are our 4 chords. I want to go down to Soft Kitty. I want you to take a moment to take a look at those chords. I'm going to peek and see if I see a ton of stuff going on over here in the chat box. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything essential to our day here. Let's see again. My thumb is stupid. Fran, talk to your thumb. Yeah, this happens, right? This happens, especially when you started playing before you knew that was a problem. If you start off correctly, it won't be a problem. But when you start off and your thumb kind of keeping up, I watched years ago. Jake came in and did a seminar here in Denver, and then he gave a little concert, and I spent the whole evening watching it. And his thumb did come up every time it was on a C chord. Oddly enough, so he gets lazy, his thumb gets out of whack. Just know you're in the same group as Jake. Let's see, I saw Jake's thumb stick out a lot. Oh yeah, see, Jake gets a pass on that. It turns out that if Jake wants to have his thumb up, he can have his thumb up, but you can't. Okay. If Jake will write you a permission slip to have your thumb up, then you can do it. But yeah, usually usually his gets up there when it's on an open chord, and he's just not. He doesn't need to be focused in on that. You will see when he's doing his complicated stuff, his thumb is right exactly where I've been teaching you. It's not. I'm not teaching you anything that's a lie. Let's see. Yeah, Alan, he gets a pass. We are playing half of the songs written in the 50s. Yeah, exactly. Every song in the 50s was written like that. Linda, let's see. Let's see. I'm here. Glenda's finally here. Jen and Sita. Yeah, glad you're here, Jen. Let's see. How do I feel about picks? Danny, I'm surprised people didn't lose their mind over there. I have a pick somewhere. Hold on. I have a pick. I have a pick. Here's a pick. Okay. Keep one around because they're kind of cool and they're kind of fun. Don't ever use it on your ukulele. That's how I feel about picks. You don't need a pick. Nobody needs a pick. You never need a pick. When you play fingerstyle, can't use a pick. Can't use it. All right. Can you play? Let's see. Renee, thanks for those great strumming tips. They were okay. When arpeggio on the right hand, all four strings or CEA. The question is, when I'm doing an arpeggio, should I do 4 strings, 3 strings? How should I do it? All of yes is the answer. Try 3, try 4, try 2. Right? You be very adventurous with your arpeggios. And again, that's what my arpeggio book is. That you should go download on the website. It gives you a chance to practice all the possible arpeggio patterns, and that's what I want you to do. Don't limit yourself to think it has to be 4, it has to be 3. Whatever you think makes the most sense for a given song at any given time, that's what you should be doing. Let's see. Anything else that I had to yeah, I had to give Bob a permanent pass. Bob was beyond redemption when he showed up with his thumb. Yeah, if you're holding the ukulele at the right angle, your thumb is naturally going to be there. It's when your ukulele drops down here, then your thumb pops up, then you end up with complicated chords, then your tone goes down. I'm just trying to make you sound good. That's all I'm trying to do. You can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what you ought to do. Let's see. Some people use felt picks. Yeah, Bob. People from 1954 use felt picks. Throw them away. Let's see. Danny Heyman. Okay, I think I yelled at Danny. Evening, thanks. Greetings from the other side. Good guy. Good conversation, guys. Picks. I can tell you, you don't need a pick. You don't. Let me tell you who tells you need a pick. And I get plenty of students in. I got it. My ukulele teacher gave me a pick and a capo, and I'm wondering why you tell us not to use that. The reason that your ukulele teacher gave you a pick and a capo is because they're really a guitar teacher. It's that simple, guys. Ukulele players do not need picks. We don't use picks. There's no sense in having a pick. There's no earthly reason why you would limit yourself to one string at a time when you can do all of the strings in various methodologies. So you absolutely have no reason whatsoever to use a pick. Just I'm not, you can do what you want. Why some guitar players use them is because they're trying to be louder. Okay, and if we need to be louder, we're doomed. We cannot be louder. This is too quiet of an instrument. We use an amplifier to get louder, and then you don't need a pick again. So there is no reason for a pick. And unless you're a singer, a full-time singer, like that's your main job, and you're using this for decoration on your body, you don't need a capo either, because this is your capo. You're going to use this. Okay, so it's not controversial at all. You don't need a pick. Period. Okay. All right. Let's look at Soft Kitty. Okay. Now earlier this week, we took Soft Kitty and we went through and we arranged it all perfectly. This is what you get when you go to a strum along. So we're gonna play Soft Kitty. Okay. I'm gonna give you this. Okay. You're gonna give me something fancier over here. Okay. Make your Soft Kitty as fancy as you possibly can. All right. From the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Okay. And we can see if we had some other choices. This was one choice. Soft kitty. Here's another one. Soft kitty. Okay, there's another possibility. How about soft kitty? Okay, how about soft kitty, warm kitty? Okay, all of those are possibilities. So be thinking about when you get a basic song like this and you're at the strum along and you're hanging out in your town or wherever that is and you're going to the ukulele thing, be thinking about, all right, when I get to the song that I know all the chords in, I'm going to do something cool with my right hand. Okay. And the big idea is, if you're a singer, it doesn't matter what you do, right? Because that's not the point of your ukulele. Your ukulele is just serving as a backup and something pretty to hang on your body. But if you are not a singer, you want to be able to bring all of the possible choices of this instrument to the fore. And I can tell you, the times that I've been in various strumming situations, I haven't strummed ukulele in years, right? I do it and I teach it because I have to, but outside it, when I want to actually play it, yeah, it's not going to happen. Okay. And it's a beautiful, fun thing to do. I'm not telling you not to do it, but I am telling you that you grow out of it pretty quickly. And that's where, you're working on all of the choices over here. All right. So very quickly, I want to talk about the rest of this page on here. It is important. I think that you be in pretty solid command of C, A minor, F, and G, because when we go to hang out with other ukulele players that aren't fully trained, boy, they are desperate to use that C chord, which means that they're automatically going to get F, A minor, and G to come along with them. And what they're really hoping is, gosh, I hope instead of a G, I get a G7 because it's easier to get to. And that's what the second page is. Go to page 2 on this, and you'll see Kookaburra on there. Kookaburra is another Australian song. Just on the first page, you've got Waltzing Matilda. By the way, in my classes here in Denver, I have never not taught Waltzing Matilda because I think it's an awesome song. You gotta go listen to it and try to play along with it a few times. I think it's absolutely a perfect opportunity for you to work out your C, A minor, F, and G chords. It's a goofy little tune. It's got the dumbest line ever written in music in there, but for the most part, it's a really fun song to work on. But Kookaburra is the one that I like to get you started on. If you're fighting your G chord, you're like, well, don't do a G chord, do a G7. Okay, see how it sounds. So let's run through Kookaburra real quick. Only takes a minute. Okay, pick a cool strum pattern to start the first set. Then when you get to the second verse, pick a different strum pattern. When you get to the third one, pick a different strum pattern. When you get to the fourth one, pick a fourth strum pattern. And then when you get to that last one, go back to whatever you started with. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it steady. Okay, 3, 4, just like that. I'm just going to keep it steady, and you are going to do whatever it is that you think makes the most sense. I'm going to put somebody. I'm going to make somebody go to sleep here. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's do. I'm going to just give you this all the way through. Your job is to come up with alternate and cool ideas with your right hand. 1, 2, ready, play. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra, gay your life must be. New strum pattern. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops that he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, leave some there for me. New strum pattern. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, chasing all the monkeys that he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, that's not a monkey, that's mean. One more strum pattern. Kookaburra sits on a rusty nail, gets a boo-boo on his tail. Cry, Kookaburra, cry. Kookaburra, oh, how life can be. Your favorite strum pattern. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra, gay your life must be. There you go. Okay, so again, just jumping around from thought to thought to thought in terms of what are you going to do with your right hand. Okay, be creative. Get as many possibilities as you can on the right hand. And again, not to overburden the pick discussion, but you can't do all of those things if you're holding on to something. And so that's that. Other pieces of music on this piece of paper, I get a lot of requests for Hallelujah. I don't like the song myself, but a lot of people do, you know, and those of us that are a certain age, we remember Shrek, and that this movie, this song was popularized in that movie. Also, some of you are deep enough into this to know that Leonard Cohen is a pretty legit songwriter. So that's on here. I never teach it, but it is there for you. The one chord that shows up in there that you guys have already gotten pretty comfy with: index, middle, and ring. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then the other two songs that are on here, again, Over the Rainbow, Israel Kamakaole. Sorry. I have never taught it. I will never teach it. Here's why. You will learn all of those chords, and then you will try to do what Israel does, and you will not sound like Israel. You'll sound ridiculous compared to Israel. So why did you try it in the first place? Everybody wants to try it. Everybody buys a ukulele, thinks they're going to play that song. They hack it up, and then they move on. So you've got it. I played this at lots and lots of funerals, and I don't do tons of funerals, but several funerals I played this at, and I always go find a singer who's going to be able to do the words, and then I just jump out the chords. It's not a particularly challenging song. And by the way, if you don't have a low G ukulele, you're never going to pull off his strum pattern. So I don't know why there's so much energy put into doing his strum pattern, because it's still not going to sound right. And you can't sing like him anyway. So just know you got it. There it is. Knock yourself out. And then the other one, sometimes I teach it and sometimes I don't. Lava. If you will go YouTube Lava, it's a Pixar movie, and it's about two volcanoes that fall in love. Super cute little video. Again, it's just got your main chords, C, F, G, and G7. The purpose of that, go hit play on the video and then play along with it. The guy who's playing it is not a great ukulele player by a long stretch, and frankly his pacing and his timing, he's like me, his pacing and timing is all over the place. But it's a good one for you, just to, if you're newer and you're working on getting C, F, and G put together. This is a great piece of music just to go through and play along with something and give you a chance to really see where you're at in terms of getting your G chord on. So I do once in a while teach that, if we have access to all the media stuff. So that's there, and that's a really nice piece of music to have as well. Now, that's enough on the key of C strummers. The big takeaway from this is you got your four chords, right? C, A minor, F, and G. Okay, and then the bigger takeaway is do something with this hand that's interesting. All right. Whew. There's the intro stuff. Let's go on to the next level stuff. Your song today is called Las Mañanitas. And let me pull it up. All right. Here's what I can tell you that I know about this song. One, the melody is awesome. Two, I understand that this is often sung at birthday time. And three, the words are about waking somebody up in the morning. And it's a beautiful day, and the moon has gone to sleep, and it's time to get up. It's going to be a great day. And so that's what it is. I remember when my parents had to get me out of the bed, they did not come and sing a song about the moon going to sleep. They grabbed me by the ankle and yanked me out of the bed. And that is probably because they had already tried to get me out of bed at one point, probably with something much more pleasant like this. So hopefully this is a lovely tune that you can take in. Do it tomorrow. Go in and get your ukulele out, and whoever's sleeping in around your house, go in and sing this song to them or play the melody for them. It's really beautiful. As most of you guys know, it's in our week of traditional songs from Mexico, and we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. That's tomorrow, okay? And it'll be interesting to see with all this lockdown about what exactly happens. Denver usually gets some pretty exciting things around Cinco de Mayo, and of course, all that shut down this year. So it'll be fascinating to watch the news to see what happens on this. I would say the nice part about this tune is it's unlike last week. This thing is entirely doable. Okay, so let's go through. Let's talk about the chords that are in it. And then let's talk about running the melody and choices you might have to make. And then we'll talk about the tough acts, just as we always do. Okay, so first thing, the main chord on this song is a G, okay? Index, middle, and ring, okay? G chord is very often hanging out with D7, and the nice part is, notice if you've got your G chord correctly, D7 is just right there. Okay? Here's G, D7 is right there. Okay. To measure 4, you have our favorite chord. Beautiful. And I think, unless I'm mistaken, that's it. Okay, so what we know when we get a song like that is that we're gonna kill it. We're gonna do fine. Okay. Now, if you are if you know Spanish and you read through that and you find stuff that makes no sense, will you please send me an email? I really try to get this stuff right, and but I don't have any Spanish background. I took French in college. That's as close to. Well, I did take ancient Greek, of all things. I took a year of accelerated Greek because I was going to get a master's degree in history, and then life got in the way. But so I don't have I have no background in Spanish, basically. So if you're reading, if you do, and you're reading through the words and saying, I'm not positive you got the verb tense or whatever correct here, send me a note. I'm not willing. I'm 100% willing to be told that I didn't do it right. All right. Now, I'm not going to go through and sing it and strum it because I can't. I don't know the words. But I did give you an English version of it. So if you get the melody right and you just need to hear some sort of words in your head, this is pretty close. The English words are pretty close to what the Spanish words mean. Okay, so it's not designed to be alliterative like the Spanish is here, but just so that you will know kind of what the song is about. So that's what those English words are there, and I used 27 different websites to get it as close as I could. Next thing you should know is the song's in 3/4. So that means that every single measure, you got 3 beats: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And remember, when you're in 3/4 time, beat number 1 is heavier, and then the next 2 beats are along for the ride. And so in this case, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be that's the sort of waltz time that our ears are very used to hearing, and you'll even see in the arrangement on the tough uke line, I put a chord, melody, melody, chord, melody, melody, chord, melody, melody, to sort of emphasize that sort of waltz time feel. Now let's run through the melody. The first thing when I look at ukulele melody wise is I'm looking for tragedies that are going to be foamy. Okay, so if it's a 2 or a 3, I'm golden, right? I'm going to be able to knock that out, no problem. And when I get all the way down to measure 13, I get the only note that I'm going to have to worry about, and that's that 5. Okay, so all of my notes, there are no 1s. Okay, there's some 2s, some 3s, and a 5, 1, 5. Now I have a choice. Okay, I could absolutely play this in 2nd position, 3rd position, and then my pinky will naturally fall on the 5. That would be a completely legitimate choice for you to do it that way, and I think would make a lot of sense. Okay. However, I spend most of my life in 1st position, so I'm probably going to use my middle and ring finger on all of that stuff. And then when I get to that 1, 5, I'm going to just stretch my pinky a little ways and get it up there. But so either of those choices is legitimate when you're playing the melody. Again, if you are if you're learning tablature or you're already a master at tablature, you've got a gift that you can give to other ukulele players. 1, I want you to teach it, but 2, more importantly, I want you to go and get some duets together. You play the melody, your friend plays G, D7, and C. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you play the melody, and it's a blast, and you're going to sound amazing. I built a whole orchestra of that basic idea. It's a little more complicated than that, but the idea is, hey, we want somebody playing melody, somebody doing chords, and nobody singing unless you really got somebody who knows how to sing. And, I'm lucky to know lots of people who are really fine singers. And yeah, heck yeah, when they come around, chord, 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 right? But when they're not around, you want to be able to do what you can do and getting something beautiful out. Okay, so let's go through, play the melody, make sure we got a general sense of how the song goes. Some of you know the song, most of you don't, and let's teach it to you. Okay, so from the top, I'm going to go 1, 2. That's the 2 rests in measure 0, and then our pickup is 2, 2, and then 3. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 2 3 3 3 2 oh 3 2 oh 3 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 3 2 oh 2 2 3 oh 2 3 2 oh 2 2 3 oh 2 3 3 3 3 5 3 2 3 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 3. Let's go around and do it again. 2 2 3 3 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 2 3 3 3 2 oh 3 2 oh 3 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 3 2 oh 2 2 3 oh 2 3 2 oh 2 2 3 oh 2 3 3 3 3 5 3 2 3 2 3 oh 2 3 oh 3. Now that's melody. That's what songwriters today sometimes forget to put in, right? Elton John's killing melody, right? Because he writes on a piano. So many writers write on a guitar, and you don't get the same kind of melody out of there. Or they're writing on a Macintosh, right? And that's a whole different level of not putting melody in. Something like that, just a melody, beautiful. And again, if you don't know the song, which you probably don't, go to the website, go over there on the right-hand side, and there's a little widget that says all the songs or something like that. Go there and go down to Las Mañanitas, click play, and listen to it 50 times. Get it in part of your head. Get it where you really know it. Watch the sheet music while the thing is playing, and learn how the melody is moving up against, you can actually watch the standard notation, watch it up and rising up and going down and doing this. I find that super, super helpful to play along with the MP3, to just sometimes not play at all, just listen and look at the sheet music and figure out what the heck is going on in the sheet music. And the MP3 then you can then download it on your phone, slow the thing down, and then play with it at a slower speed till you get the whole song figured out, and then start speeding it up. You can also, that way you can have the song playing, you practice your chords, go through, practice your melody, and then finally, which is not meant to be a group activity, you can play Tough Uke with the MP3, and then you have arrived when you can do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Mackenzie Wagner. Hey, welcome. Let's see. E minor is tough. All right. Tough transition anyway. Deborah, so thrilled to commit this one to memory to play for friends. How to celebrate this song. Thanks, Gary. Yay, I'm glad you like this song. All right. So let's go through. Let's knock out the Tough Uke. Okay. We're here. This is the moment. Okay, I want you to get into the waking somebody up on their birthday feeling, like you're going in. Mackenzie is carrying the tray with the orange juice and the bacon and the pancakes and the flour on it, right? And we'd have her do the ukulele part, but she always messes it up. So I'll do the ukulele part, and then she will carry in the tray, and we will all march in there, and we will wake up Asha. Okay, that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a big moment. Okay, we're going to go super slow. I don't think I actually need to stop this anyway. There's nothing in here that's going to eat you alive. There's a lot of G chord and a lot of C chord, and let's see how well we do. Okay, from the top, we're going to count in 2, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 2, 2, strum, 3, 2, 3, strum, 2, 3, oh, strum, 3, oh, 2, strum, 3, 3, strum, oh, 3, 2, strum, 3, 2, 3, oh, strum, 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 2, strum, 2, 2, 3, oh, strum, 3, oh, strum. 2, 2, 3, oh, strum. 3, 3, strum. 3, 5, 3, strum. 3, 2, 3, oh, strum. Strum, strum, strum. Okay, and then we're supposed to repeat and do it again. How do we do? Are we feeling like that's a doable piece? Hopefully, if you're brand new coming in here, probably too much, right? If you've been around the last few weeks, probably pretty playable. Okay, all those chords are open chords. Okay, and again, when you're playing a song like this, you don't need a rush. There's no time limit. Slow down, slow down, slow down. That's the biggest message that I send to basically everybody I work with is slow down. Okay, and if you can, and sometimes I put 2 words in between the slow and the down to get them to take it seriously, right? We want you to really, you should want to slow down, get it as soft and beautiful and legitimate, and every note coming out of your ukulele like it really means something. And I noticed Lindy says I got to commit something to memory. Let's talk about memorizing. Okay, some songs are worth it, some songs are not. Okay, here's in your lifetime, if people find out you play ukulele, they're gonna say, hey, play me something. So you need to have one song that you have memorized, that you love, that you can go to your grave with, playing that on ukulele. That's one of those things you really want to be able to do. You want to have one song that you own. Okay, then you probably want to have a couple others, because just in case, right? Your mom might let you play 2 or 3 songs. Nobody else is really going to let you play 2 or 3 songs. But I just think having at least one song where you really own it, and then maybe 1 or 2 others that you memorize. This is one of those songs that's absolutely beautiful. It makes you happy just to be part of it. Makes your ukulele sound great. It makes you feel kind of cultural using it as a song from another country. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of really nice things about it. But guys, we've been through how many songs over the last few weeks? I don't know, 30 or something, and every one of them was pretty beautiful, right? And so we want to find those songs that are meaningful, and we're going to keep working on them till you find your first song, and then your 5th song. You have 5-song repertoire, and then you want to have a 20-song repertoire, and then you go on tour with Jake. Okay, hey Space. All right, one more time, same speed. Okay, 1, 2. We got to pick up. Let me slow down. 1, 2, 2, 2, smooth. Major 9. Let's take the turnaround and do it one last time. Second ending. Those of you guys have been around a while, I'm just adding on a 77710. Here's the high G, just for fun. Okay, sounds beautiful, right? Boy, it's exciting how many spammers we're getting today. We are very, very popular. All right, so one of the things that we're going to wrap up today is be thinking about on Friday, we're going to have the big concert. Okay, the songs this week are much more playable. You've got 2 or 3 or more sitting on the website ready to go. Get yourself all put together and go down and download all those. Get even the newer member stuff is really good stuff. Let's get all of our songs in really solid shape so that when we come to concert time on Friday, you're able to play better than me. You know, I make a ton of mistakes, right? I don't practice, right? No, I do practice, just not on this stuff. What I do though think is that this is your week. This is the week for you to play like you've never played before. Like you rise up to this occasion. We're reaching the end of our incarceration here as against the bug, right? Mel went ahead and let in all of the murder wasps, so we got a whole new bug to deal with. But we're working on building up this idea that we are playing in ukulele beautifully in a new way without singing, and hopefully on Friday you're going to bring your full instrumental skill set and really see what we can do. I can tell you I won't be singing any of the Spanish lyrics on any of these songs, so you're safe. I'm not even going to be singing one word on Friday, and what we want to do is just bring all of the full horsepower of our ukuleles. So hopefully you had a good day. If questions, go to jollyrogerukulele.com. My email address is all over that thing, and make sure you sign up for the email list. It's a little widget over on the right hand side, or if you're on your cell phone, it's down at the bottom. It's got all of the current songs. It's got all check on archives. It's got a million old songs we've already done. It's got stuff for ukulele players. It's got stuff for ukulele teachers. I want you guys teaching this stuff too. It's good stuff. It's something that we deserve. Every ukulele player deserves it. So if you like today, you're supposed to thumbs up it. If you want to make your life easy, subscribe to me, because then you don't have to go through Jolly Roger. I just magically appear on your YouTube page. And let's see what else. That's it. That's good enough for today. You guys have a wonderful day. Again, the bug is still out there, so be safe and stay inside. You don't need to be out there. The line at Trader Joe's was 2 blocks long today, and you don't need to be a part of that. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for being here. I feel really excited to have so many people showing up here day after day, and I will see you tomorrow at 4:30. All right, let's see who's checking out here. Let's see. Bonnie, beautiful. Thanks for being. Yep, Bonnie, you finally got a duo. Finally put out a couple of doable ones. You could do other stuff too, Bonnie. You're fine. Danny, have a great night. Luis, good to see you. Have a great night. Vicky, thanks for being here. I think you come to every single one. Good job. Renee, thank you for the nice emails, Renee. You are amazing. Alan, have a great day. Yeah, it's pretty tune, huh, Alan? Who else is in here? Bruce in Nebraska. You need a ukulele up there, Bruce. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mike. The nice part is they all get easy after a while, right? Beautiful. Thanks, Gail. Kat, have a great one. Have a lovely night. Let's see. What I'm missing people. Let's see. Lindy. What did Lindy say? Oh yeah. We'll get to your Irish songs. Don't worry. Kathy, have a wonderful night. Ann, have a wonderful night. But Patty, it's good to see you. Glinda, about time you showed up. Goodness sakes. Weren't you late today? I think I might be making that up. Lanny, have a great night. Jackie, have a wonderful night. Carol, thanks for being here from Puerto Rico. Love that. It's so exciting. Annie, loved it that you're here. Have a great night. Deborah, Mel, I'm off to check those. Yeah, Mel, go check on your murder wasps. Scary. Marie, good to see you. Have a good night. Jim, I'll see Jim. I'm going to see you in 2 minutes. All right. Chris, thanks for being here. Juliana, have a wonderful night. Christina, it is a beautiful song, huh? I like that. That's a nice one. Brandon, you made it through twice. Two times, Brandon. Good job. Nice job. Red, I'll see you tomorrow. Pauline, you're welcome. Have a wonderful night. LG, may the fourth be with you. All right, nerds. All right, nerds. All right, ukulele players. I will see you tomorrow.